or who he was talking about, just from reading this letter. He did hope Sirius would pick up on the hint about Hagrid and tell them when he might be back. Harry did not want to ask directly in case it drew too much attention to what Hagrid might be up to while he was not at Hogwarts. Considering it was a very short letter, it had taken a long time to write.
8 crazy months. Hell
8 crazy months.
While he was had been working on it, and he could now hear distant sounds of movement from the dormitories above. Sealing the parchment carefully, he climbed through the portrait hole and headed off for the owlery. I would not go that way if I were you, said nearly headless Nick, drifting disconcertingly through a wall just ahead of Harry as he walked down the passage. Peeves is planning an amusing joke on the next person to pass the bust of Parcellus halfway down the hallway. Does it involve Parcellus falling on top of the person's head? Asked Harry. Funnily enough, it does, said nearly headless Nick in a bored voice. Subtlety has never been Peeves' strong point. I'm off to try and find the bloody Baron. He might be able to put a stop to it. See you, Harry. Yeah, bye, said Harry, and instead of turning right, he turned left, taking a longer but safer route up
Thank
the
you. Get some rest, Big.
His spirits rose as he walked past the window showing brilliantly blue sky. He had training later. He would be back on the Quidditch pitch at last. Something brushed his ankles. He looked down and saw the caretaker's skeletal grey cat, Mrs. Norris, slinking past him. She turned lamp-like yellow eyes on him for a moment before disappearing behind a statue of Wilfred the Wistful. I'm not doing anything wrong, Harry called after her. She had the most unmistakable air of a cat that was off to report to her boss. Yet Harry could not see why. He was perfectly entitled to walk up to the owlery on a Saturday morning. The sun was high in the sky now, and when Harry entered the owlery, the glassless windows dazzled his eyes. Thick, silvery beams of sunlight crisscrossed the circular room, in which hundreds of owls nestled on rafters, a little restless in the ongoing light. Some clearly just returning from hunting.
Cute art moment. Goddamn you, Zara.
Tiny animal bones, craning his neck for a sight of Hedwig. There you are, he said, spotting her somewhere near the very top of the vaulted ceiling. Get down here, I've got a letter for you. With a low hoot, she stretched her great white wings and soared down onto his shoulder. Right, I know this says Snuffles on the outside, he told her, giving her the letter to clasp in her beak, and without knowing exactly why, whispering, but it's for Sirius, okay? She blinked her amber eyes once, and he took that to mean that she understood. Safe flight then, said Harry, and he carried her to one of the windows. With a moment's pressure on his arm, Hedwig took off into the blinding
Bagels and
bright
waffles
sky.
are not the same
She
thing.
became a tiny black speck and vanished, then switched his gaze to Hagrid's hut, clearly visible from this window.
Hello, demonic. Hope you're doing well.
The curtains drawn. The treetops of the forbidden forest.
Oh, bagels and waffles put together are just donuts.
Savoring the fresh air on his
face,
thinking about Quidditch later.
Now you're talking crazy.
A reptilian winged horse, just like the ones pulling the Hogwarts carriages, with leathery black wings spread like pterodactyls, rose up out of the trees like a grotesque giant bird. It soared in a great circle, then plunged back into the trees. The whole thing had happened so quickly, Harry could hardly believe what he had seen, except that his heart was hammering madly. The owlery door opened behind him. He leapt in shock and, turning quickly, saw Cho Chang holding a letter and a parcel in her hands. Hi, said Harry automatically. Oh, hi, she said breathlessly. I didn't think anyone would be up here this early. I only remembered 5 minutes ago it's my mum's birthday. She held up the parcel. Right, said Harry. His brain seemed to have jammed. He wanted to say something funny and interesting, but the memory of that terrible winged horse was fresh in his mind. Nice day, he said, gesturing to the windows. His insides seemed to shrivel with embarrassment. The weather. He was talking about the weather. Yeah, said Cho, looking around for a suitable owl. Good Quidditch conditions. Haven't been out all week, have you? No, said Harry. Cho had selected one of the school barn owls. She coaxed it down onto her arm, where it held out an obliging leg so that she could attach the parcel. Hey, has Gryffindor...
I know you're in the middle of work, Zara,
yeah,
so
my friend, Ron
be
Weasley.
amazing.
Do you know him? The Tornadoes hater, said Cho rather coolly. Is he any good? Yeah, said Harry. I think so. I didn't see his tryout, though. I was in detention. Cho looked up, the parcel only half attached to the owl's legs. That Umbridge woman's foul, she said in a low voice. Putting you in detention just because you told the truth about how he died. Everyone heard about it. It was all over the school. You were really brave standing up to her like that. Harry's insides reinflated so rapidly he felt as though he might actually float a few inches off the dropping, strewn floor. Who cared about a stupid flying horse? Cho thought he had been really brave. For a moment he considered, accidentally on purpose, showing her his cut hand as he helped her tie her parcel onto the owl. But the very instant this thrilling thought occurred, the owlery door opened again. Filch, the caretaker, came wheezing into the room. There were purple patches on his sunken, veined cheeks, his jowls were a-quiver, and his thin grey hair dishevelled. He had obviously run here. Mrs. Norris came trotting at his heels, gazing up at the owls overhead and mewing hungrily. There was a restless shifting of wings from above, and a large brown owl snapped his beak in a menacing fashion. "Aha!" said Filch, taking a flat-footed step towards Harry, his pouchy cheeks trembling with anger. "I've had a tip-off that you are intending to place a massive order for dung bombs." Harry folded his arms and stared at the caretaker. "Who told you? I was ordering dung bombs."
No, don't do that.
Cho was looking from Harry to Filch, also frowning. The barn owl on her arm, tired of standing on one leg, gave an adamantry hoot, but she ignored it. "I have my sources," said Filch, in a self-satisfied hiss. "Now, hand over whatever it is you're sending." Feeling immensely thankful that he had not dawdled in posting off the letter, Harry said, "I can't. It's gone." "Gone?" said Filch, his face contorting with rage. "Gone," said Harry calmly. Filch opened his mouth furiously, mowed for a few seconds, and then raked Harry's robes with his eyes. "How do I know you haven't got it in your pocket?" "Because I saw him send it," said Cho angrily. Filch rounded on her. "You saw him?" "That's right, I saw him," she said fiercely. There was a moment's pause
No, you.
in which Filch glared at Cho, and Cho glared
No,
right back.
you.
But then the caretaker turned and shuffled back towards the door. He stopped with his hand on the handle and looked back at Harry. "If I get so much of a whiff of a dung bomb." He stumped off down the stairs. Mrs. Norris cast a last longing look at the owls and followed him. Harry and Cho looked at each other. "Thanks," Harry said. "No problem," said Cho, finally fixing the parcel to the barn owl's other leg, her face slightly pink. "You weren't ordering dung bombs, were you?" "No," said Harry. "I wonder why he thought you were, then," she said as she carried the owl to the window. Harry shrugged. He was quite as mystified by that as she was, though oddly, it was not bothering him very much at the moment. They left the owlery together, at the entrance of a corridor that led towards the west wing of the castle. Cho said, "I'm going this
what
way,
the goat
but
doing?"
I'll
Well, I mean,
see
you can
around,
always
Harry."
join
"Yeah,
the
see
call
you."
and you can
She smiled
ask.
at him and departed. Harry walked on,
Hey,
feeling quietly
Real.
elated. He had managed to have an entire
Sorry, I
conversation
just come
with her
here.
and
It's
not embarrassed
okay.
himself once. You were really brave.
I've been
standing up to her
lurking
like
a
that.
lot.
Cho had
What
called
you
him-
drawing?
called him
I'm drawing
brave. She
emotes.
did not hate him for being alive. Of course,
Drawing
she had
emotes.
preferred Cedric. He knew that. Though, if he'd only asked her to the ball before Cedric had, things might have turned
I don't
out
know what you're
differently.
drawing over
She had
there
seemed
on your
sincerely
stream,
sorry
but
that
it's
she'd had to
probably
refuse
very
when Harry
awesome.
asked her. "Morning," Harry said brightly to Ron and Hermione as he joined them at the Gryffindor table in the Great Hall. "What are you looking so pleased about?" said Ron, eyeing Harry in surprise. Quidditch later," said Harry happily, pulling a large platter of bacon and eggs towards him. "Oh, yeah," said Ron. He put down the piece of toast he was eating and took a large swig of pumpkin juice. Then he said, "Listen, you don't fancy going out a bit earlier with me, do you? Just to give me some practice before training so I can, get my eye
There
back."
you are.
"Yeah, okay," said Harry. "Look, I don't think you should," said Hermione seriously.
There you are. Hello, friend.
Indeed. How's the day been?
It's been going all right. I had to go see my mother. And I found out I work at 9 a.m.
Yay!
Aw.
I feel like that shouldn't be the case, but
Yep. I gotta open up the shop. I gotta go open up the seafood. So, So that's fun. What time you gotta wake up?
I got a later start tomorrow because I'm filling it in a different spot.
Alright.
I'm about to be doing a stint of, all right, fill in here for this day, then here for this day, then next week here for this day, then back to your normal position for 3 days, then fill in here for this day, then the next week, fill in here all this week.
Lame. Okay, I'm gonna go to eat and be right back. That's okay. And Mike gonna stream after. Hell yeah. So I am lurking now. That's okay, real Kazu. Be awesome. Stay awesome.
Yeah, that's about all I really have going. Well, I've got Then wound up talking to my dad for a little bit today.
Okay. Hopefully it was a good talk.
Ish. It was nothing ill in intent. It was more just kind of catching up because we're both horrible at actually keeping up with each other.
Fair.
Or people in general. It's honestly the thing that I got from him that's the most hereditary.
Damn. So sad.
But yeah, he's health fun with getting older, so
Fun.
yeah, except that, you know, not the actually fun.
Yes. Sarcasm.
Gotta get back in touch with him tomorrow. He had to actually go to the ER today to get something checked out, so hopefully it's
not good.
minor. Well, he's never had a problem with extremely low blood sugar before, and he's had that happen a couple times the past day or two. To the point that apparently his blood sugar monitor that he has that transmits data didn't transmit his data this morning, and when it did later today, while I was actually talking to him, he had to end the call with me because he got a call from them. It's like, hey, are you still standing? Because he apparently had a blood sugar level of around 40.
Damn.
Which is really fucking low.
I don't know enough about blood sugar, so... Or how levels are. They're there and they work. That's all I know.
They don't.
Till they don't. Saw my mother.
How'd that go?
I got our groceries and went to Dollar General first, and she said, don't go to Dollar General. And I left Dollar General to get her light bulbs because she said that those were too expensive. So I went to Dollar Tree, and then Dollar Tree didn't have the same light bulbs at all. They didn't have her light bulbs. And I told her this, and she's like, well, I need light bulbs. And I'm like, so you want me to go back to Dollar General? And I went back to Dollar General after she pitched a fit about me going to Dollar General in the first place.
You could have just told her that you didn't go there.
I could have, but I didn't think about it at the time.
And to answer the question, because I have since looked this up now, a normal fasting, no food for 8 hours blood sugar level is between 70 and 99 milligrams.
So that was pretty low.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he's okay. That's all we can hope for.
So he is very much like me, so he is super stubborn in most things he does.
Oh, you love us all? Oh, Napalm put point love you all.
Okay, I was very confused. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm following now.
So, he wanted to create a Wrath and Glory characters and stuff like that, and wanted to try Wrath and Glory. And I was like, yeah, sure, as long as I'm weird. I wanted to be a Xenos. He didn't want me to be a Xenos, so I became a Ratling. So nobody fucking likes me.
I mean, unfortunately, you chose the one race that I'm like, no.
They're human. They're not they're not a different species.
But why are you laughing there, Goat?
What? They're not. They're just small humans. They're mutants.
Is that really human at that point?
Yeah, Ratlings are squats. Ratlings are squats. I mean, really, I don't know, like, in the books, they're called squats, mutants, and Ratlings. So, I mean, that really depends on you. Warhammer 40K. They're tiny people that are mutants that are used by the Imperium of Man for a lot of things. Wrath and Glory, I want it to be weird, so already everybody doesn't like me. And then I picked the tier 2 archetype that gives me mutations. So already people don't like me. Yeah, Warhammer 40K. Yeah, it's called Wrath and Glory.
Are you familiar with the setting, or aimed at Napalm?
Yeah, Napalm, are you familiar with the setting? Do you know what we're talking about? If not, we can explain some of it. It's very simple. You know, I didn't know. I now know the reason why goths are so. Okay, here's a better example. Dark Souls might be lighter than 40K.
Yeah, that's not an example. That is a statement of truth and fact.
Yeah, that's how dark 40K actually is. Because. You know what makes Dark Souls darker? That people are actually living in that hell.
You don't really live in the Warhammer 40K universe. You just die there.
Hey, I have a 9 in survival. I think I'm doing pretty okay.
But how's your combat rating?
It's a 5. Ballistic skill. So I'm not getting anywhere closer to them because I have no armor. You know what my archetype comes with? 0 armor. It comes with a shirt, and it comes with a shirt and a sleeping bag and a backpack with a canteen.
So a meat grinder campaign. Got it.
No. Corey, Big Battle is going to be a the rogue trader. So he's already, and he rolled for his item, and he fucking got power armor.
Jesus Christ.
So and he's got dual wield fighting. So he power pistol and las sword, so he's fine. He can and Dan is a frontline with a he's a soldier or whatever it's called. I think it's guardsman is what it's called. And he's got a mag cannon.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he rolled. He had enough experience to just drop his. It's not.
Wait. Oh, Is this the same one that we all made characters for forever ago, but it never got off the ground?
No. This is a new one, but this is actually I think that was Rogue Trader, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Rogue Trader. This is Wrath and Glory, which is just more simpler rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I remembered making a navigator.
yeah, no. They don't have navigators in there anymore. But you can use your Rogue Trader stuff in there, which is weird. You just have to bump it up to the tier 1. I'm not familiar with the game. Dang, that's dark. Oh no, so you're kind of like a glass cannon minus the damage? No, I survive, and I also have...
Usually throws bullets at people.
Yeah, I survive, and I stealth. That's basically what I am. Elden Ring comes out in 23 hours. Fuck yeah!
But maybe they can actually get the multiplayer fix. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll see. I'll probably watch Demonic play it, in all honesty, because I don't have anyone. I haven't picked anybody who I'm gonna watch, because I don't know who's even playing it. It'll probably be Vinny playing it, but I don't know.
You're listing names. Aside from Demonic, I don't know who you're talking about.
Hello, Heathen. Nice. Somewhat big YouTubers, because I'm not buying the game. I'm not giving them any more of my money. It's not because I don't like the games, it's that I'm bad at them and I shouldn't play them. I should watch them. How are you doing, Heathen?
Bro, did you check out Total War 3?
I did.
Or at least any videos of it?
I saw a few videos of it. It might be something I'm into. Might be something I'll look into. I just want to beat some games before I start a new game.
Yeah, understandable. Also, it'd be good to give that one a little bit of time because it does have a few bugs because it just came out.
Oh yeah, like the Pathfinder game has a few bugs.
The Pathfinder game has a lot of fucking bugs.
The new one has a few bugs. Like mounted combat.
Oh.
Mounted combat fucks up half the time. Mounted combat is broken. Mounted combat is...
In a beneficial way or broken in a... Oh, it just doesn't fucking work.
It's broken in a super beneficial way because it makes my paladin that they're like, yeah, go straight paladin, and they recommended the blessed sword, and I'm like, no, fuck that. No, she's already getting a second attack already, and then I was like, mounted combat? What? What's mounted combat? And I pick it, and mounted combat, she can now actually get to the enemy and hit in the same turn, which is the problem I had with her to begin with, is that she could not get to the enemy and hit in the same turn, and they would always get a hit off before she could actually hit anything. And I'm like, man.
That is the different approach from that because my thoughts on I'm on horseback, time to become a Mongol.
Oh yeah, no, she is definitely she wrecks people now, which is exactly what she should have been doing at wrecking, but she just wasn't good enough. She just couldn't get to the enemy fast enough, and they always get a shot off first, and you don't want the enemy to get a shot off in that game ever. It's so sad. It's so bad. Very tired, but okay. How are you doing, everyone? I'm doing okay. Set up my Wrath and Glory character. Maybe Big Battle will be playing it for the channel. That'll be nice. But I don't know. I would have to ask big battle if he sets up his microphone to do it, because we need a microphone to do it, because the video camera, the phone microphone sucks so much.
Yes, I'm very well aware.
So we really do need to get, hopefully we could use his laptop and we can set it up that way, because I think he'll have so much. Huh?
Sorry. Do you not actually have a full mic, like a good quality mic?
I do. I gave him a good mic that was about $50. Good enough. Pretty good. Better than a cell phone.
Better than what he had, probably, but yes.
Better than a cell phone mic. $50 a $50 mic with a stand is not bad.
The sound technician in me is yelling at you profusely.
I said not bad. I didn't say good. There is a difference.
I know, and that's what's keeping me in check.
Just making sure that the eyes are big enough and that they look lazy and not like he has lazy eyes. But I'm glad that you're feeling okay, though. Thank you for being awesome, Heathen. Ugh. But yeah, no, I am playing Marglar. Marglar Pansley is the name.
No, so you could have made his name better. It could have been Pansley.
I can still change it. I could be Pansley. Marglar Pansley.
No pants.
Oh my god, if he wears a kilt, fucking weirdo. I mean, he's a squat. He's already pretty weird. Marglar Pansley?
I've done my part. Have you?
Have you done your part?
Just checking. You know what I'm referencing every time I say that, right?
No.
Starship Troopers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now your reference makes sense.
Yeah. That depends. What's the weather like? And that will affect the answer, even.
What weather? It's 40K. If I'm already at a disadvantage.
No. Even said, what's wrong with wearing kilts?
Oh, well, just the weather and high kicks.
No, that's a feature. Good job holding that laugh.
Challenge draw not good. Oh no. But yes, oh, I'm getting angry. No, don't get angry.
Wait, does talk of kilts anger you?
I don't know. I live in Scotland, so it's always horrible weather. Yes, agreed. Wait. Why angry, demonic? Yeah, agreed. Why angry, demonic, when you could be happy? I'm drawing emotes. And also, I can draw emotes, guys. So yeah, the character's name is Marglar Pansley, and he has an ability that literally makes it where people forget he exists. I beat the challenge, just look at the Discord. Destiny 2 Witch Queen, the final boss, trying to beat on Legendary, and everything I die, it resets me. Fuck that. Fuck that. But I don't know anything about Destiny, except that it looks pretty. Any opinions, Sable?
I tried it. I hated it.
Huh. Huh. Well, hey, there you go. So what would you review it out of 10?
I wouldn't. That means I'm putting extra effort in.
The emote is looking heckin' cute. Yes, yes. I try.
Question, Goat. I
Yeah.
forget. You like Hollow Knight, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so have you seen all the fucking insanity with Silk Song and the memes about that this week?
No. What's up?
The Reddit is crazy.
Oh, did the Reddit go nuclear?
That is one way to put it. For what I honestly don't know why, but the meme was to help speed along the process of Silk Song coming out.
Oh, kill Mossback?
Different wording.
Oh, sacrifice? Unalive Mossback.
Or alive-it.
You just unalived yourself? No, demonic! Gonna stream my pain. I believe in you, demonic.
And your pain.
I believe in your pain. Yes. But yes, I've got to do it. I want to do a picture of this fucking squat. This fucking rattling. He also has a psychic ability. He has a psychic mutation and another one that that brings up his agility, his athletics up by 2 and his speed up by 2.
So he can run away faster.
Yes. And his psychic ability is to float. So I can horizontally move up and down.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Look, I think
My
it's
thought is, the target's in the air now.
No.
Distracting the shot.
No. I would just be moving.
Shot.
I would just be moving up and goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Whee!
So doing the enemy's work for them.
Yes. And then their question was, well, what happens if we're defeated? And I'm like, I mean, I'm running away. That's what's happening. You better hope that you can make a narrative declaration that you guys are captured and not killed, and I can try to save you. But Marglar Pantsley, he lives for himself. Marglar Pantsley lives for himself, not for you. It's a wonderful character. Let's make a feature-length film about the lad called Pantsley. Marglar Pantsley. I don't believe in myself. Oh no, demonic! We believe in you.
But you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in the people who believe in you.
Yes. I'm not going to be live for long. I'm probably going to be live for about... for a little while.
I'm going to be alive for an indeterminate amount of time.
What is it?
It's 12:40 now,
yeah.
so
12:40. So I would say 2 o'clock.
So an hour 20.
Man.
Okay. This is our dog.
Come on. There we go. That's a wonderful character. All right, it's time for me to go. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you, Napalm. Thank you for being amazing, and thank you for being so sweet. Now I gotta make sure that this boy. What's up?
I had to literally check every tab I had to make sure I didn't open the Final Fantasy music.
Oh, yeah. No, I brought in the Final Fantasy. Oh, okay.
It's like I knew it came out today. I was like, did I start this up and was playing it and didn't even realize it?
No. Oh God.
Shameless plug. 6, the Pixel remaster came out today. So.
Ooh. Does it look better than their last one? Someone.
Last Pixel remaster?
Yeah, the last Pixel remaster, because the last Pixel remaster was kind of bad.
5?
I don't know which one it was. I thought it was 6 that someone Pixel remastered it, and it looked terrible.
Oh no! This is official Square Enix.
Oh, okay, good. Well,
Yeah, they did a complete remaster of the first 6 games.
okay. Let me see. Final and Fantasy, not Fastiny.
Essentially, they high def pixelized it, and they did a rework of most of the music for it, making it much more less old sounding, more. What is? How do I actually word it? Less like it sounds like it's being played on an old system, and more like you're actually listening to it as a current modern day rendition. It's like it's not contained by the same limitations that it had sound wise for back then.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just have to see it for myself, because 6 is so good that I genuinely think, like, it's got some bad parts in which it does not tell the player a lot of things, like a lot of mechanics.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, you as a player should also seek out how to do things.
Well,
I think I know the one scene in particular that you are talking about.
Yeah.
But right after?
Yep.
Yeah, because that initially pissed me off, and I did everything in my power after I found out. So.
Yeah, it's very unfair. Oh well. Hopefully
I mean, I enjoy that it actually had the differences in it that, depending on what you did, characters don't necessarily make it through, so.
Yeah. Spoilers, it's what you did, and it's like, also, what is that guy's name? Is it Shadow? Am I wrong about that?
Oh, Shadow? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So...
Which, Shadow is such a sad bastard.
Yeah.
His story is so sad.
It's very sad. The thing is that I love that even a game this old, there's still some mystery to it, being like, are these people and stuff like that.
Well, I mean,
You get most of the story.
I was about to say,
You get most.
The hard part with Shadows is his is hard to actually come across.
Yeah. It's real hard to get all of Shadow's story, but like the thing is,
assuming you have gotten all of his story.
I'm pretty sure that I got all of his story, but I mean, I could always be wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to say a whole lot because if other people haven't played, which is a possibility.
I have not played in years.
Much older game.
I have not played in years,
people,
so I mean, I would like to play again, just as a fresh start, because with an RPG like that, you can forget a lot of things.
Oh yeah, there is just so fucking much in that one. Like that, and I will completely state and am hands down behind the fact that Kefka is the best villain that Final Fantasy has made.
Well, here's the problem, is that he makes sense. His motivations, who he is, make sense. Like, that's the problem with a lot of these. They do the what is that director's name? The person who made Lost. I forget.
Then good news for you, Barracks, because Chrono Cross got a remaster.
Yes, it did.
It comes out in April.
Yep, it's coming out in April. I think you should stream it, dude.
Absolutely. And hey, while you're at it, go for the pain ending. You know, the one where you actually have to, Jesus Christ, to get the actual true ending.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
It's difficult just off the last battle alone, what you have to do.
But if you do it, like, it's real. I don't know. Like, my biggest thing is that when people try to compare Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger, and I think that is unfair, because I think that they are so different of games. Like, I don't think you should compare the two games.
Yeah, that is very true. The tonality and the thematic settings of both of them, while being in the same universe, are very different games.
Yeah, and a lot of people, when they look at Chrono Cross, they're like, "Well, why isn't this Chrono Trigger?" It's like, what are you talking about? It's not Chrono Trigger. If it was Chrono Trigger 2, it would have a big old 2 in it and stuff like that. No.
Wait, Barracks, are you fucking with me? I'm pretty sure you know, but are you fucking with me right now?
I think he knows. I think he knows, and he knows he can fuck with you. Some things don't get under your skin, but some things do. Why not hold it? Why not use it?
Because payback's a bitch.
Payback is a bitch. I am also glad that that Barracks is streaming way more, which is good.
Yeah, he just needs to remember to promote himself first.
Yep. I have many places to promote, so I totally understand. So this is one of the emotes, and then But even I hope you're doing well. Did you get the bed sorted out and everything? How is your son's room looking? I know that you're probably fucking fast asleep.
Super fucking complicated.
It's complicated. It's like a relationship status all over again. It's complicated.
But yeah, what I was trying to say right before we jumped on the tangent of that, the thematic setting of Chrono Trigger, while it has its moments of, all right, there's some actual dark things going on in it. That's fine, Barracks. Just want, I know you want to play it, and I don't blame you. I'm literally looking forward to playing that as well. Bill just got to use today and move his stuff back in. What?
While preparing done, bed build, just gotta, to put the, go to the units to do the day and move his stuff back in. Yeah, all doing today. So she's doing it all today. That's what she's trying to say. So she put his bed in storage unit.
Okay. Sorry, it was to-do day. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a lot to do today, yeah. Sometimes sleepy texting is difficult.
That's why I just don't.
Why aren't you sure about streaming it? People would love to see you stream it. People love Chrono Cross. Or just do it. You know, play it, enjoy it.
Yeah. It's like, just as long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing. If you don't want to stream it, that's fine. Just play it to enjoy it.
Yeah. I just say that it's a good opportunity because it's also a game that you love. That's the thing about streaming, is that people love watching streams of people actually loving the thing that they're doing.
Yeah, because that's actually something that's very enjoyable about streaming in general. Just being able to see the enthusiasm that people have for the things that they like.
And then take that away so that I can...
No, don't take his enthusiasm away. He needs that.
We also, I don't know if they want to talk about this, but we also got that done for Big Battle Barracks. We got the logo done for Big Battle Barracks.
Yee.
So that'll be nice. We can start merchandising that, which means that I've got to make it a logo for mine. For
Yay, more
good.
work.
Yes. I don't know if they want me to show the teeth. I just think that the teeth would be interesting. It looks so good. Sorry, very sleepy texting today and arms really sore too. You worked really hard yesterday. Oh, you should show us pictures also. We would love to see them. You're legally changing your name to T-shirt. Nice.
Mr. T shirt.
Which one did I go for? I don't know what you're talking about, Heben. Did I say something that it would apply for? Also, what you up to, man?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I was just talking and just really chilling with the music right now.
Nice.
So I don't know if you know this about me, but I fucking love Final Fantasy music.
I mean, when it's
My
all...
boy Uematsu does so much fucking work.
Yeah. When it's all good, that's the problem.
No, it's not.
It is a problem. You can't stop listening to it. It's too much. You... It's a good problem to have.
Modern solutions. But you learn to listen to multiple things at once.
I mean, I just wish that other... I understand that they all can't be Final Fantasy composers. I totally understand that. I just wish there were more amazing composers out there.
Composers?
Yeah.
I agree.
Or that companies hired them and stuff like that instead of the people that just follow everybody else and does what the studio or big execs do all the time.
Yeah, but then again, fucking the music scene in general is honestly a cesspool in a wasteland.
Oh, that's sad. I mean, Hollow Knight was amazing.
Yeah, but sorry, let me rephrase. I meant the basically mainstream in general.
Oh, yeah. I would rather see things in Bollywood do better than the things in Hollywood. That's how bad Hollywood has gotten.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, things are going to be kind of shit here soon, probably. But not necessarily as a result of that, just how the world's going right now.
I mean, it's going to be a result of everybody's incompetence.
Oh, there's a lot of incompetence going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see what all they decide tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'll keep making my stuff. I'll keep drawing and making my comic book stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, what they do doesn't exactly affect us yet, so...
Yeah.
Stocks are gonna take a fucking hit because they already have, but
Yeah. I like something we didn't see beforehand. But whatever happens in the world, it's all good. We got good friends and we got a lovely community. God damn it. Hi, I'm Dev. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well. Well, if they're deaf, that's okay. I've got a few messages for them. Right, Abel? We got messages for them. You shouldn't do what?
Pull out the 8-ball.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can tell them it exists. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That should be good enough, right? Hopefully.
Just to not confuse them.
That'll do, Coat.
Huh?
That'll do, Coat. That'll do.
We try to be as accommodating as possible. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Na na na.
Have confidence.
No confidence.
No confidence.
Yes. So, I know this is a debate we might have had before.
Go on.
Who's the main character?
No one.
That's what I thought.
The story itself is the main character. The role of the lead character shifts as it actually progresses through the story.
Right?
Basically giving everyone is the main character in their own story.
Also, another game that I hope that they come out with. Mother 3.
I know they're redoing some of the Mother series. Did we talk about this last week?
No.
Yeah, they are coming to the Switch as actual full translated ports and everything.
Oof.
Or, sorry, port isn't the right word. I'm sorry, I used the word that's scary. I apologize.
I know. I can't help it. I'm so scared. I can't handle it. I'm too scared.
is actually your favorite character from 6, by the way? Character or story arc?
I think the brothers.
Oh, Edgar and Seven?
Yep. Because they are, I would say, one character from the way their story arc is.
Yeah, they really are.
And to see him to see one of the princes turn from this kind of like, oh, kind of womanizing. Yeah, he's always got something on his mind or something like that, and you find out that he's
actually got layers to him.
Yeah, he's way more layered, and his brother is just as layered.
Yeah.
And they have such a, but you can't tell the story without the other.
Yeah.
And then the old man, I think it's very sad that he doesn't get
Strago?
Yeah, Strago, I think it's sad that he doesn't get a lot of story, but what story we get is amazing.
Well, his story is part of an interconnected one. He doesn't get a whole lot, but his is more just tangentially in there, so it can tie in for Realm and Shadow.
Yeah.
Which character do you think is my favorite?
I don't want to say. What's his face? Saber. I forget his name. The guy with the bandana. I'm bad with names. I'm real bad with names.
Yeah, it's not Saber, it's Loki.
Loki.
But yes, it is Loki.
I think it's because he is such a pivotal character for every character. And he's kind of funny, he's kind of a joke, but he's taken seriously, and the story kind of weaves around his story in such an interesting way.
Yeah.
Because he's not the main focus. He's never the main focus. Even when it's about his story, he's not the main focus. But that's exactly what he likes. He's just a part of it. Because you can't have any of the other stories without his story. And ironically. I think maybe the worst one, which is very hard to say, the worst story might honestly be The Gambler. The Gambler, I forget his name.
Setzer?
Yeah.
And I'll disagree with you right there, because the worst story is Go-Go.
I forget. I'm so bad. You know I'm bad with names.
He's the mimic character.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, Go-Go.
Literally, the fucking Yeti has more character development.
Yeah, he does. Even though his artwork is good, he's got a great.
His
He's
artwork is very good. I will not deny that.
Yeah. Go-Go's character is nothing, though. But I think that's the point of his character, is that he is a mystery. He, it, them. But the Yeti...
I'm trying to remember. I think he was kind of a... This is just merely going off my memories and how best I interpreted it at the time. But I think he was basically a sort of an insert for the Gilgamesh style character.
Right. Which I think.
No, that's not right because Gilgamesh is actually in it. I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so then I have no earthly idea.
But his art design and style was based heavily off of what they did for many of the Gilgamesh iterations.
I love his style. I love the way he looks. I just wish that they did more with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so much to that game. I understand why.
Yeah. 'Cause honestly, that is a game that could do well for a full-on remaster done currently.
Yeah, I would have liked that instead of
remake instead of a remaster.
I think a remake would be pretty good. I just hope that they don't do what they did with Final Fantasy VII.
7, I think, is still falls in its own unique little niche thing. I'll hold my final judgment till I see the full extent of it.
Yeah, I mean,
because it has possibility and promise, but that does not mean that it won't shit the bed.
Yeah.
And I'll be back in just a second. I use that.
I mean, we will see. Oh God, such small pixels, such small pixels. I don't even know if I could handle such small pixels.
I want to redo his pants. I don't know what to
And then last but certainly not least, Keevans. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, now that we have Big Battle Barracks thing, we can start putting it on a lot of things. So we can start making it into a brand. Which will be good. Merchandising, merchandising, merchandising. So, Kevin wanted for hers. I hope I didn't put Kevin to sleep. Probably did, with all this lovely music. Yes.
Ooh,
returned.
What'd you get?
I didn't. I went and used the bathroom.
Oh, I thought you were getting something to nibble on.
Oh no! I said I'd use the bathroom. Sorry, I thought you heard me.
I did. I thought I heard you say, "Oh, I was like, okay, all right, not gonna acknowledge it." I'm also gonna send these sketches over to what's their face, who's their what's it.
After 10,000 years, he's free.
Finally, yeah. How was it, Demonic? Was it exactly what you were expecting? What's her name? Gosh darn it.
Rita Repulsa?
Gale, it's something Gale. Lava Gale. I need to message. Paste. Yeah, GG Demonic. Noise. There's so many.
And the Brothers theme.
Yeah, there's so many wonderful themes about this game. I kind of want to go back to the other games and see if they're just as much great themes in the other games. Because 15 kind of makes me mad as a game. I just wish it was better.
Oh wow, 6 was a lot bigger size-wise than I remembered.
Oh, how much? What's the size of the original?
1.2 gigs.
Oh, that is way bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Is that for the remaster or?
Yes.
Okay. Hope it's not just for the logos, because that was for Doom 64 remaster. It literally was bigger. It was way bigger, not for the actual game itself, but for the logos.
That's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is. It's real fucking stupid.
Oh, but to semi-answer your question, yes, the other games absolutely do have many iconic themes and songs throughout them. One of the ones from 4 in particular has the theme of love, which, if I'm remembering correctly, got actually used in the education systems in Japan itself to kind of compound on how music music can affect people.
Ooh. Oh, you have the damage of the brands? No. Demonic says they have brain damage.
I noticed.
I don't know how to respond to that. Because I feel I have.
Hopefully people notice.
Yeah.
That way they'll know that you were very smart.
Yes. We're very smart. Is this what you were thinking of, Heathen? Yes, yes, yes. Now let's make that that heart just a little bit smaller. And also, I looked up a tutorial on how to do emotes properly. And lady said, do not use bigger than what it's actually going to be. Because you're just going to make yourself sad. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah. Because you want it to look so good and stuff like that. It's going to look pixelated. Accept it. That's what it's going to look like. Yeah, I should give it a go just because I don't know how you felt about 15, Abel.
Hold on a second.
Okay. Hold on.
Sorry, I had to actually, I started up, 6 just so I could take a look at all the stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
And really enjoy how they did the sound for it.
Nice.
And trying to close it out
Nice.
right now. There we go. Now I can actually hear things again.
Ah. Oh, watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
That's fine.
I don't think I will.
Robots, tools.
Alright, shadows then.
Yep. Workbench.
What kind of sci-fi?
Yeah, exactly.
Like steampunk sci-fi, futuristic sci-fi.
I'm just giving him the basics. I don't know what Zara wants. So I'm just assuming light sci-fi. By way, your art is amazeballs. Oh, thank you. I want to be hugged and loved and given peanut butter cookies. I'll give you.
Yeah, the cookies.
I'm sorry, Demonic. We don't have any cookies here. I apologize.
I don't. I'll do it again.
Damn. Damn. Hot damn. Hot and dangerous. Get the cookie. Take the cookie. Take the cookie. Sorry, didn't mean that last one, lol. The smirk. I was like, that's a good smirk. Okay. So it's technically sci-fi. Alright. So... I mean... You could look at fake sci-fi, Zara. What is it? Oh, Logo, you heard that. I was talking about steampunk stuff I found on Google. Ah, okay. Of course, I'm slightly hearing you. I still have your stream up. I have gotten Abel back into Final Fantasy, where he was always there.
No, I never left.
He was all. You don't understand. I was born in it.
Molded by it.
Molded by it. Can't be pushed back in on it if I never left. Is there any way?
But there's a will.
Where there's a will, there is a SpongeBob. You're like, what? Huh? Huh? sounds like regret, yeah. The question is, was he right all along? No, of course he wasn't. He was dancing mad. It's literally his song. He wasn't right. Don't give that man his pleasure. He wasn't right. Kefka wasn't right. He was a
very fucked up individual.
yeah. He did a lot of bad things. Yeah, he did a lot of terrible bad stuff. Yes. She's got a big heart. I don't know what color you want me to make it, a regular colored heart? What do you want me to do? I don't know.
The simple things, really.
It's a simple thing.
Uses to be a clipboard. It can't do anything else. And it's just like at that point,
Maybe a purple
tablet.
You got it.
Like, why do you have a thing that's basically? Why do you have a sci-fi gadget that basically only allows you to check boxes off on something? At like that size, it's like you could fit a whole. That could be a whole iPad. Like at that size. Let's just have an iPad.
Ask. Hello. I'm doing emotes.
Like the Star Wars equivalent of a tablet.
Enjoying myself doing emotes. Ask a wad. Can we say, ask a wad? A woo? A woo? how's the remake sounding anyway?
Oh, very good. I really love the instrumentation for it is not so much the beeps and boops as it was, but it's actually more instruments, as it were, actually doing the music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hope everything's going well. Ask a Wad. Hope everything's been going good. Hope you're good. Also been playing Wasteland 3. Tonight I got done with the Clan Museum. It's not a spoiler, just is.
In the corner. Foreground.
Fucking vehicles. Vehicles fucking suck in that game. As in, they hit you real hard. Which they should. I just, should have known that. Feel like it's a well-known fact that vehicles hit hard. You know what I mean?
Nah, surely not.
I'm like, I gotta get rid of these clown boys before it gets bad. And it's like da 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 da. I'm like, oh shit. Oh no, it's already bad. Oh, also, let me feed the boy before I forget. I'm gonna give him more crunchies. Oh my god, it's snowing! Oh my gosh!
What?
I assume that doesn't... Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at chat. I saw that. I was like, what?
give that ass lad a hug. He needs it. He needs it. He good friend. He good friend of the channel. You guys didn't know Askeladd's a good friend of this channel and a wonderful person. But I have so many wonderful people in this channel. Right, Abel?
Yeah.
We've got such great people here. Yes. Like you. Like Heaven. Bored when he can.
I want to be there.
Or when he can't.
Or when he can't, yeah. I mean, he protects my channel from threats.
We're not would be fairly this low on the detail.
All the good beans here, yes. Da 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 da. Da da da. Yeah, get that hot coffee. Wow. Come for the goat, stay for the Final Fantasy.
I mean, it's Goat, the Final Fantasy streamer, right?
Big Final Fantasy streamer over here. I knew it would catch up to me one day. People would finally see me for what I really am. Damn, average viewer count dropped to 2.72. No! Ow! My eyes. sorry, Heathen. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Could have been there. I would have fixed that. When did you stream? When did she stream? Do you know? Uh. When did you last stream? Days ago. Damn. Oh, I know why it dropped. Oh, I know why it dropped. It's because it counts. It's cool. I streamed on Tuesday. It counts 30 days. Like exactly 30 days. Not like every month. It counts exactly every 30 days. It's weird. So you lost a few days. It's not month by month. It's just that there is a 30-day in between for viewer counts. Am I making sense? Probably not.
Making change.
Yeah, I haven't streamed for 30 days all. That's the only thing I need to get affiliate now. I can't wait till you get affiliate. You've got one of your emotes that I'll get done either tonight or tomorrow. Oh damn, it's too much. Expand by 2. See. Looking cute so far, good. I just wish I had more pixels. I wish they allowed me to have more pixels. Makes me mad. I do what I can with what I got. It's what I got. Yeah, it's tough when doing emotes. Yeah. You know all about that, right?
Yes, I draw all the time, so I completely relate.
Yeah. Yeah. You know exactly what it's like, man. You know, thank you for being so understanding, man. Knew you would, Abel. Man, so supportive.
But am I?
Am I or am I condescending?
Oh no, I absolutely am condescending.
Or are you just condescending?
Well, that's the neat trick.
I'm always condescending. You see, you don't understand. I'm always condescending. I can't wait till you get affiliate. It'll be so nice. And then you'll get animated emotes, and then everybody's gonna love you. Yeah. Yeah. Go to sleep. Good night. Meet you. Good to meet you. What a nice person. Hope they enjoyed themselves. So who are we gonna raid? You got anyone we can raid? Bleh? Bleh.
I'm raiding my bed.
Oh, I know. I'm just wondering who we are going to raid so that I can go to bed because I have to go to bed at 8. So, let's see. We could raid Zara. Let's see who's also on. We got Demonic. You know what? You know what? I'll give Zara some love tonight. Why not? Bed is waifu. What about Demonic? Oh yeah, I could do Demonic as well. Which one do you think? Zara or Demonic? Zara or huh?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin. You know what? I'll just type it in. I'm not getting out of my seat. If I get out of my seat, I'm ending stream. Heads or tails?
For what?
Zara and Demonic. Zara.
Just assign one to one and the other to the other.
Heads Demonic, tails Zara. Okay. So heads. So it's Demonic then?
It is.
Huh?
Gamba it is.
Yeah, I got that right? I remember right? That's Demonic, right?
That is how things work, yes.
Demonic. How do you spell their name? I feel so bad. And then underscore, that's what it is.
You could have just scrolled up and copied from chat, but
I could have, but I didn't. I'm sleepy. I'm sorry, guys. I know I've been live only for about an hour and 58 minutes, but I've got work tomorrow at 8 a.m.
It's an hour and 59 minutes.
Yeah. Ugh. I know everybody is very exciting. Have a great rest. Good. Stay awesome, amazing. I'll try. Thank you, Heathen. Guys, picture. Show us pictures of your son's room. We'd love to see it. Or are you gonna do it when you finish it all? We'd love to see it. Can't wait.
Oh, no, I think you'll wait.
Yes, I will wait. I will wait. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for being amazing. I will when it's finished. I believe in you, human. Alright, guys. I will see you next time. Good night.